Did you know that Hebrew, Israelite, and Jew are not the same thing? Although many people use these terms as synonyms, in reality, each one represents a distinct chapter of a millennia-old history. Understanding this difference significantly changes the way you see the Bible, history, and even the conflicts in the Middle East. So, in the next few minutes, you will discover what the difference is between Hebrew, Israelite, and Jew. Stay until the end and you will never have this doubt again. To begin, let's talk about the Hebrew. This is the oldest word among the three. The term Hebrew comes from Ivri, which means the one who crossed over or the one from the other side.
The Bible uses this term for the first time to describe Abraham, the patriarch who crossed the Euphrates River coming from Mesopotamia to Canaan.
In this way, Hebrew is essentially an ethnic and geographic term. It identifies a nomadic people, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who inhabited the region of Canaan even before the existence of a kingdom or an organized nation. So, when you read in the Old Testament the expression the Hebrews, it is referring to this family lineage that began with Abraham. Now, let's move on to the term Israelite. This concept appears later, when Jacob, Abraham's grandson, receives from God a new name, Israel, which means the one who struggled with God. Jacob had 12 sons, and from them the 12 tribes of Israel were formed. Therefore, Israelite is a national and tribal term. It identifies those who belonged to these 12 tribes and who were part of the people of Israel as a nation. Whenever the Bible recounts the liberation of the people from Egypt by Moses, the reign of David, or the construction of the temple by Solomon, we are talking about the Israelites, that is, the people unified under a kingdom. It is worth noting that Israelite does not refer to a religion, but to belonging to this specific group. And finally, the Jew. This is the most recent term and at the same time the most complex. The term Jew derives from Judah, one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and later the name of the southern kingdom, after the division of Israel into two kingdoms, Israel in the north and Judah in the south. When the northern kingdom was destroyed by the Assyrians in the 8th century before Christ, only the kingdom of Judah remained. Later, when the Babylonians conquered Judah and took its people into exile in Babylon, the survivors began to be called Jews. Over time, the term Jew stopped referring exclusively to members of the tribe of Judah and came to designate any descendant of the Israelites, especially after the period of exile. Today, Jew also has a religious meaning. It identifies those who follow Judaism, the religion based on the Torah and rabbinic traditions. Thus, a person can be ethnically Jewish, religiously Jewish, or both. In summary, they are 3 words, 3 historical moments, but the same root. From now on, you will not confuse them anymore. Now, a quick challenge. If you had to explain this difference in a single sentence, what would it be? Write your answer in the comments. If this content helped you, leave your like, share so that more people can learn, and subscribe to the channel to receive the next videos. May God bless you.